Leading off for Episcopal is the shortstop, Connor McGarity, who promptly hit the first pitch into center field for a single. So now coming to bat for
the third baseman, number 24,
Episcopal
Austin
is
Epley.
the third baseman, number 24, Epley. Defensively tonight for the Knights have Seth Meisterhands behind the dish, Bryce Brindle at third, Chris Romano at shortstop, Ty Martineau at second base, Gavin Grant at first, Alex Calabro in right, Andrew Kelly in center, and Jake Moran in left. And Brandon Dahlman on the mound. Dahlman comes into the game with a 2.00 ERA. And as the runner takes off on the hit and run, the Epley fouls it off to make the count now 1-1. And Epley hits that one out to right field. Calabro was underneath it, makes the grab for the first out of the inning.
With one down, brings up the center fielder, number 2, Clayton Hodges.
Now coming to bat for Episcopal is the center fielder, number 2, Hodges. And that first pitch is a curveball called a ball. Counts 1-0. This will be Creekside Knights' last home game of the regular season. And there's the pitch, and there's a ball hit out to right field. Calabro gets the ball in, runner stops at second, so Episcopal has runners at first and second. Now coming to bat is the first baseman,
number 21, Hunter Russell.
Hunter Russell. That pitch to Russell hits the outside corner for a call strike, counts 0-1. 0-1, runners first and second. Outfield playing straight up. Infield, first is back. Third is playing even with the bag. And there's next pitch is fouled off. Count is now 0-2. And that pitch is high for a ball. Count is 1-2. One and two, one outs, top of first. Episcopal has runners first and second. And Russell is up to bat, the first baseman. Comes the next pitch. And that one's high and tight for a ball. Count is now 2-2. And there's a curveball that misses outside. Counts now 4. And that pitch is high and tight for a ball. So Russell will get on with a walk. Now coming to bat is the catcher, Perry. Bases are loaded with one out here in the top of the first.
The DH, number 15, Brogan Napier.
There's a curveball for a called strike. Counts 0-1 to Perry, the catcher. There's a curveball that missed inside. Counts 1-1. And that pitch misses outside for a ball. Count is 2-1. 2-1 to the Episcopal catcher with the bases loaded here in the top of the first with 1 out. Corners are in, middle's back, outfield straight up. And there's a pitch, fly ball hit out to right field. Probably going to score the run. Runner's tag. And Episcopal is on the board with the sac fly. Runner at second tags and goes to third. The runner at first stays put. So now coming to bat is the DH, Napier. Episcopal has runners at first and third, 2 outs, and they lead 1-0 here in the top of the first. And that pitch is going to get by Meister hands, go to the backstop, and Episcopal scores another run to make the score now 2-0. So now Russell moves to second on the pass ball. Counts 1-0. That pitch is high for another ball. Counts 2-0. It counts 2-0. Runner at second, 2 outs here in the top of the first, and that pitch is fouled off. Counts now 2-1. And that pitch is going to be hit down the left field line, foul. Counts 2-2. All right, counts 2-2 with 2 outs. Runner at second, and there's a curveball for a called strike 3 that'll end the inning. So Episcopal gets 2 hits, 2 base on ball, and a sac fly and a pass ball, and lead 2-0 here after the top of the first. Okay, so defensively for Episcopal, we got Perry behind the dish, Hamill on the mound, Epley at third, McGarity at short, Moore at second, Russell at first, Haynes in right, Hodges in center, and Mady in left. For Creekside, offensive batting order, you got the shortstop, Chris Romano leading off, batting second to second baseman, Ty Martineau, batting third to third baseman, Bryce Brindle, batting fourth, the DH, Chris McFarland, McFarland. Batting fifth, the catcher Meister Hands. Batting sixth, the left fielder Moran. Batting seventh, the first baseman Grant. Batting eighth, the center fielder Kelly. And batting ninth, the right fielder Calabro. So we'll see if we can't get something offensively going here strong right off the bat after that pretty devastating loss that we had last night. And the first pitch to Romano is a ball in the dirt. So the count's 1-0. On deck is the second baseman, number 5, Ty Martineau. Romano coming into the game today hitting .298. That pitch is low for a ball. Counts 2-0. He's been swinging the bat really well. Last night he hit it hard just at people. And that pitch missed outside for a ball. Counts 3-0. Something. It just steamed. And that pitch, delayed call by the umpire there, so that one apparently hit the inside corner for a called strike. So the count's 3-1. 3-1 to Romano here in the bottom of the second. And the Episcopal's up 2-0. And that pitch hits the outside corner for a called strike. Counts now 4. And the payoff pitch misses low and outside for a ball. So Romano goes down.
The second baseman, number 5,
goes down to first baseman on the base on ball. And now coming to bat is the second baseman, number 5, Ty Martineau. And Martineau is hitting .291. He has been pretty awesome all year. Watching him offensively and defensively, he's really matured. And on deck is the third baseman, number 10, Bryce Brindle. And there goes the catcher. It's a pass ball. Romano goes to second on the stolen base and ends up at third because the catcher thought the ball was fouled off and didn't quite know what was going on. Okay, so now Romano's at third on the pass ball. We're going to have a debate with the coach here. I'll be right back with you. Okay, so now that the umpires and the coaches have conferred, play remains the same. So Romano's at third on the pass ball, and Martineau is at the bat. That second ball is in the dirt, so the count evens out at 1-1. Corners are in, middle's back, giving up the run, and outfield is playing shallow straight up. And that pitch is a ball, so it counts now 2-1. And there's a curveball that gets over for a called strike. So now it counts 2-2. And Martineau hits that ball up the middle, not hard, but it will score the run. And the shortstop throws it away. Martineau heads to second on the throwing error, and Romano scores from third.
Coming up right to third baseman, number 10, Bryce Brendel.
So now coming to bat for Creekside is the third baseman, number 10, Bryce Brendel, as Martineau goes to second on the throwing error from the shortstop, McGarity. Sometimes it's not how hard you hit it, but it's where you hit it. And a lot of times, all you got to do is put the ball in play, put pressure on the defense, and good things will happen. On deck is the DH, number 19, Carson McFarland. And Brendel puts down a bunt, and the catcher makes the play for the first out of the inning as Martineau goes over to third. And
One down brings up the DH, number
Brendel
19,
is
Carson
hitting
McFarland.
265. So now off the bat is the DH, number 19, Carson McFarland. McFarland is hitting 286 on deck. The catcher, number 1, Seth Meisterhands. At third is the second baseman, Ty Martineau. That first pitch is called a strike. Count is 0-1 with 1 out. And that next pitch is fouled out of play to the softball field. The count is now 0-2. And the next pitch is in the dirt for a ball. Counts 1-2. And here's the next pitch to McFarland, and he hits that one foul off the visitor's dugout. Count remains 1-2. McFarland really swinging the bat well. And that pitch is a curveball in the dirt. Count evens up at 2-2. And there's a called strike on the outside corner. That was surprising. The catcher had to move his mitt about 8 inches to catch that ball.
Now brings up the catcher, number 1.
But now coming to bat is the catcher, number 1, Seth Meisterhands. Meisterhands is hitting 245. See if we can get this run in to tie it up. There's a first pitch called strike curveball. Count is 0-1. Takes that fastball over the outside corner for a called strike. And fouls that one off. Count remains 0-2. Counts 0-2 to Meisterhands with Martineau at third. with 2 outs in the inning. And that ball's in the dirt for a ball. Count is now 1-2. And that curveball misses outside for a ball. Count is now 2-2. And that ball's low for a ball. Count is now full. Hunt the fastball right here, buddy. And that curveball misses outside for a ball. So Meister Hands goes down to first on the base on ball. And now coming to bat is the first baseman, Gavin Grant. And running for Meister Hands will be number 7, Ezra Shields. Grant is hitting .271.
Ezra Shields in the run over at first base.
On deck is number 16, a left fielder, Jake Moran. Snap throw to first, and Shields is in there safely as the first baseman dropped the ball. So here's the situation that we got. So Creekside's got runners at first and third. Gavin Grant up to bat. There's 2 outs in the bottom of the first, and Episcopal leads 2-1. And that pitch apparently bounced off the ground for a strike. So the count is now 0-1 to Grant. Here's the next pitch. And as Shields takes off, and the second completely boggles the mind of the first baseman after the third to first move. And so Shields goes to second. Martineau comes off the bag at third. First baseman makes a long throw. Martineau takes off for home and is able to score. So now the game's tied 2-2. But Shields is at second, which is in scoring position, which is outstanding. And Gavin Grant is up to bat, and there's Grant lays down a drag, and so anyway, okay. So that play happened. Now this play happened. Okay, Gavin Grant laid down a perfect bunt for an infield single. Shields kept running. The only thing that he didn't do on that play is wait to see the third baseman throw to first, and he kept on going, and as a result, ran into an out at home. However, it's a great idea. You just got to be aware of the throw. You've got to make sure that the throw goes to first base. So that'll be the end of the inning. So Creekside scores 2 on 1 run, or I'm sorry, 2 hits, 2 errors, base on ball to tie the score 2-2. And now on the mound to pitch for Creekside is number 3, Austin Ruiz-Samara. And if you understood all that, call me later. I got a transcript for you. And I'll be right back. Okay, now we're back. So leading off in the top of the second for Episcopal was the left fielder number 20, Jared Mady, sorry, and fouls the first pitch off for count 0-1. So I'm still working on my administrative. And Mady fouls the second pitch off. So the count is now 0-2. And Mady strikes out on a called looking third strike to be the first out of the inning.
With one down, brings up the second baseman, number 3, Ian Moore.
Now coming to bat for Episcopal with one down here in the top of the second is the second baseman, Moore. So we got the score is tied 2-2. Of some crazy last minute plays there in the bottom of the first. And Moore hits a ball up to second, right under the glove of the diving shortstop Romano to get on base with a CNI single.
At the plate for the Eagles.
So now coming to bat
The right fielder, number 9,
is the right fielder number 9, Haynes, as Moore is at first on the single. We got one out here in the top of the second. And Moore hits a fastball to the 3-4 hole to the right field. I'm sorry, Haynes does. So now Episcopal has runners at first and second.
Shortstop, number 8, Connor McGarity.
So now Episcopal is at the top of their lineup. And McGarity is up to bat. He's 1 for 1 with a single as the first time at bat. And we got runners at first and second, and McGarity tries to put down a bunt and punts it foul. So the count's 0-1. So we got runners at first and second for Episcopal with one out, and the count is 0-1 here in the top of the second inning. And that pitch misses high as a fastball. Count is 1-1. And that pitch is popped up to the right side. Martineau over, makes the grab. I think that was called an infield fly. So the hitter was out.
With 2 down, brings up the third baseman, number 24, Austin Epley.
So now coming to bat is the third baseman, Epley, who is 0 for 1. And his first time at bat, he flied out to the right fielder. And there's a foul ball hit just wide of the first baseline for a count 0-1. And there's a pop fly, hit the right side. Brindle overruns it, but it's a foul ball. So the count remains 0-2. And that ball is going to be hit into left center field. So Episcopal is going to score 2 on the double by Epley to take the lead 4-2.
Now at the plate for Episcopal, the center fielder number 2, Clayton Hodges.
Now coming to bat for Episcopal is Clayton Hodges, center fielder, who is 1 for 1. His first time at bat, he hit a single to right field. First pitch is outside for a ball. Second pitch is swing and miss for a to even the count 1-1. And there's a ground ball hit to the second baseman. Martineau throws it over to first to get out of the inning. So, hold on while I do my thing, and I'll give you a quick recap. Okay, so that inning, Episcopal scores 2 on the double to left center after 2 straight hits. So, and take the lead 4-2. And I'll be right back here in just a minute. So, leading off the bottom of the second will be left fielder Jake Moran, as Episcopal has the lead of 4-2. And on deck is the center fielder Andrew Kelly, and in the hole is the right fielder Alex Calabro. And that first pitch is taken high for a ball. Count is 1-0. And that pitch hits him. So Jake Moran will go down to first on an HPP. Now coming to bat is the center fielder, number 21, Andrew Kelly. And on deck is number 20, the right fielder, Alex Calabro. Snap throw to first, and Moran is in there safely. And here's the pitch to Kelly, and Kelly hits a fly ball out to center field, and the center fielder can't find it, but he does, and makes the grab for the first out of the inning.
Starting to play the right fielder, number 20, Alex Calabro.
Now coming to bat is the right fielder, number 20, Alex Calabro. On deck is the shortstop, number 2, leadoff hitter, Chris Romano. Snap throw over to first, check on the runner. Moran gets back in safely. Moran takes off for second. Calabro swings through the pitch, and Moran is thrown out trying to steal. So that'll be the second out of the inning, and the count is 0-1. There's a called strike, curveball. Count is now 0-2. And that ball misses high and outside for a ball. Count is 1-2. And Calabro hits a curveball up the middle. Short second baseman comes over and catches it, but he's unable to make it. So Calabro gets the infield single to continue the inning. And now at the bat is the shortstop, number 2, Chris Romano.
The leadoff hitter and shortstop, number 2, Chris Romano.
And on deck is the second baseman, number 5, Ty Martineau. And that first pitch is low and outside for a ball. Count is 1-0. And that pitch is fouled off. Count evens up at 1-1. Pitcher taking too long. Romano calls for time, steps out. So we'll set it again and try it. And there's a snap throw to first to check on the runners. Calabro's in there safely. And here comes the pitch to Romano. And that's a curveball that misses outside for a ball. Count is 2-1. 2-1 with 2 outs. Calabro at first. Score is 4-2 Episcopal. And there's a foul off, so now the count evens up at 2-2. And there's another snap throw to first, and Calabro gets back in there safely. And that pitch is outside and down for a ball. Count is full as Calabro takes off for second and gets in there safely on a stolen base. So now count's full, 2 outs. Calabro is second, scores 4-2, and Martineau on deck. There's a pitch, and Romano hits. The shortstop gets a charity hop, who then in turn gets a charity pick from the first baseman to end the inning. So Creekside goes down with one hit batter, one caught stealing, and the score is 4-2 after 2. So now coming to bat for Episcopal in the top of the third is the third baseman. I'm sorry, the first baseman, number 21, Hunter Russell. Hunter Russell is 0 for 0 in the game with a walk, his first time at bat. And there's a curveball for a called strike on the outside corner. Counts 0-1. And there's a fastball hit out to right field. Calabro goes back. Ball keeps carrying. And it's going to get by Calabro. And Russell goes into second with a double. Ball just kept carrying. The wind's blowing out of the north. So just kept carrying and carrying and carrying. And now up to bat is the catcher, Perry, who is 0 for 0 with a sac fly to right field his first time at bat. Now first pitch to Perry is low for a ball. Count is 1-0. Fleming is in the pen getting loose. And there's a swing and a miss for a strike. Count is 1-1. My phone keeps moving. So there we go. There's the next pitch from Russo, and that's taken high for a ball. Count is 2-1. After a conference with Meisterhands, Russo back on the mound to continue. And here's the next pitch, and it's a fastball that misses inside apparently for a ball. Count is 3-1. And there's a fly ball hit out to right field. And Moran makes an incredible catch. And there's a double play. Moran makes a diving catch in left center for the out. And then the runner thought he was not going to get it and took off running. And Moran threw it in to complete the double play. That was an awesome play. So now up to bat is Napier, the DH, who is struck out looking his first time at bat. And he hits that one off the nub and has a little spin. It goes off Gavin Grant's glove into right field.
At the plate, the left fielder, number 20, Jared.
So now up to bat is left fielder Mady, number 20. And he fouls the first pitch off. I'll tell you in a minute. And that pitch is in the dirt, blocked by Meisterhands, runner unable to advance. And Mady fouls off the next pitch. Counts now 1-2. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 3 to end the inning. So Creekside gets out of the inning with an incredible play by Jack Moran at left center. And Episcopal is unable to score in that inning. So the score remains 4-2 after the top of the third. And coming to bat for Creekside will be Martineau, Brindle, and McFarland. So now coming to bat for Creekside in the bottom of the third is the second baseman, Ty Martineau, who's batting second. And Martineau is hitting .291. And on deck is the third baseman, number 10, Brindle, the Beepster. First pitch to Martineau is a called strike on the outside corner. Counts 0-1. Next pitch is a curveball down for a ball. Count is 1-1. The next pitch is down in the dirt for a ball. Count is 2-1. Fleming's still getting loose down there. I think he's thrown a complete game already in the pen while he waits to come into the ball game. And next pitch, and Martineau hits it, and it's a little pop fly to the third baseman for the first out of the inning.
With one down, brings up the third baseman, number 10, Bryce Brindle.
Now up to bat is the third baseman, the Beepster, on deck, number 19, McFarland. BB is hitting .265. And I think I'm done with the stats. As a matter of fact, they're in the trash. First pitch is taken outside for a ball. Count is 1-0. Not a big stats guy, but that I'd read them for filler information. But every time I read them, it seems that we do worse than what we are. And BB hits that ground ball to the second baseman, takes a charity hop, and he throws over for the second out of the inning.
Two down,
So now coming to bat is
the
DH number 19, Carson McFarland. On deck, the catcher number 1, Seth Meisterhands. And McFarland hits a ground ball to the shortstop, who makes the play, the throw, and that will be it for Creekside. 3 up, 3 down, and the score remains 4-2. Now in the pitch for Creekside, number 15, Cameron Fleming. Okay, so now leading off for Episcopal in the top of the fourth inning, the second baseman Moore, who is 1 for 1, actually he singled on a hard ground ball to center field his first time at bat. Seems to be some confusion about substitution, and we'll be right back. All right, so we're back. So Moore's up to bat, second baseman for Episcopal, scores 4-2, and he is 1-for-1 with a single his first time at bat. And his first pitch is taken for a ball. Count is 1-0. And in the bullpen, Chandler Walton is warming up. And there's a curveball that's outside for a ball. Count is 2-0. There's a swing and a miss for strike one. Counts 2-1. And there's a curveball that's taken high for a ball. Count is now 3-1. Apparently that pitch missed inside for a ball. Count is so Moore goes down to first base on the base on ball, and now up to bat is the right fielder Haynes, who is 1-for-1 with a hard ground ball to the right fielder. And there's a big hole in the 3-4 side with the Grant holding the runner on. And there's a curveball that drops into there, nice 12-6 for a called strike. Counts 0-1. And the runner takes off and is in there safely on a ball to the batter on a stolen base for the runner. So the count is 1-1, and there's a little looper that's hit into center field and is going to fall for a single as the runner advances to third. So Episcopal has no outs. Runners first and third. Now coming to bat is the leadoff hitter, the shortstop, McGarity, who is 1-for-2 in the game so far. And the hitter squares but pulls it back as a curveball misses for a ball. And there goes the runner. And snap throw to third. And the runner gets in safely. Called strike on the batter. So the count's 1-1. He's either somebody's getting called out on, I think, an interference call. I don't know if it's going to be the guy at third or the hitter. So I guess we have nothing. So I don't know what. Angel Hernandez strikes again. So in the end, runner takes off for second. He's safe at second. The runner gets it into third. So Episcopal has runners at second and third. The count is 1-1. Infield is coming in. There was no interference call. Here comes a curveball that was buried in the dirt, blocked by Meister hands, and now the count is 2-1. So out of all of that talking, nothing was called, basically. And that pitch hit the inside corner for a called strike. So now the count is 2-2. Infield's in, outfield's straight up, and counts 2-2 with no outs. And there's a foul ball. Count remains 2-2. And there's a foul ball hit off the left side. Count remains 2-2. And there's a curveball that misses for a ball. Count's now full. And he hits that one down the line. He's going to clear the bases. He's going to go into second with a double. So now Episcopal leads 6-2.
Stepping to play with third baseman number 24, Austin.
Now coming to bat is the third baseman, Epley, who is 1 for 2 with a fly out to right and a double to left center. There's a curveball in the dirt for a ball. Counts 1-0. Good block by the catcher. There's a called strike in the outside corner. Evens the count 1-1. So now Caleb Meisterhans moves down to the pin to get loose as well. There's a curveball that misses out. Counts 2-1. There's a called strike. Evens the count 2-2. And the next pitch is in the dirt for a ball. Count is now 3-2. And that's going to be it for Fleming as Creekside makes a pitching change and Chandler Walton will be coming in. And we'll be back in a minute. In the pitch for Creekside, like I said, is Chandler Walton. And his first pitch was a ball. Second pitch was a... Up to bat is the center fielder, Hodges. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 2. So Episcopal has runners at first and second, lead 6-2 here in the top of the 4th. There's the next pitch missed outside for a ball. Count is 2-2. We have no outs. And that pitch misses outside for a ball. Count is full. And that pitch misses outside for a ball. So Hodges goes down to first on the base on ball to load the bases with no outs. Coming
At
to
the plate for
bat is
Episcopal,
the
the first
first
baseman, number
baseman
21,
Russell,
Hunter Russell.
who is 1-for-1 with a double almost off the fence and a walk. There's a call strike curveball. Count is 0-1. There's another curveball for a ball. Good block by the catcher. Counts 1-1. And that ball misses inside. Count is 2-1. There's a fly ball hit out to right center. Kelly over to make the play. Runner tags up from third and second and advance. So now Episcopal leads 7-2.
At the plate for the Eagles, the catcher, number 18, Hayden Perry.
Now up to bat for Episcopal is the catcher Perry, who's 0-for-1 with one out here in the top of the fourth. First pitch is a curveball in the dirt for ball. Counts 1-0. And the runner takes off for a second as the pitch misses for a ball. So now Episcopal has runners at second and third. And it's a wonder that they didn't run because we don't pick the first. So now the infield's in with one out, runner second and third. And I don't even know how that happened, but the umpire called that a strike. Count is 2-1. The umpire out in the field, who's a pretty good umpire behind the dish, is looking in going, I have no idea what that was. And there's a ground ball hit, and Perry will reach on the air. So the bases stay loaded.
Number 22, Alfonso Westbrook.
That corner run is number 22. Now up to bat is the DH Napier. Bases loaded, one out. Corners are in. Middle's back for the double play, and that field's playing straight up. And that ball is in the dirt, blocked by Meisterhands. This is almost becoming comical. Umpire just called that a strike, and it was in the middle of the left-handed batter's box. And that ball is hit hard on the left side foul. Count is 1-2. I think he called that before Seth caught it. Here's the next pitch. It's fouled off the end of the bat to the right side, out of play. So now the count remains 1-2. Here's the next pitch. It's a swing and a miss. Fastball for the second out of the inning. That was a nice pitch. So,
Well, two down brings us
two
to
outs.
outfielder
Now
number
coming to
20,
bat
Gerald Matty.
is the left fielder, Matey. Bases are still loaded. Score 7-2. So, if we can stop the bleeding here. There's a called strike on somewhat of the outside corner for 0-1. And something just happened.
Something to the ball hit his glove, dropped to the ground, rolled to shortstop, and the runner was paying attention and scored.
Okay, so now it's 8-2, and apparently the throwback to the pitcher went off the pitcher's glove, rolled to the shortstop. The runner at third was paying attention, took off, and scored. And the runners were able to advance to second and third, and now Episcopal leads 8-2. And that pitch was foul. And count is 1-2. And that pitch is called a ball. So now the count is 2-2. 2-2, two runners on, 2 outs. Episcopal leads 8-2. And there's a swing and a miss that gets through the wickets. Curveball. So the runner is going to get down to first on the drop third strike. And the runner's going to score. So now it's 9-3. Correction, 9-2. So now coming to bat is a second baseman, Moore, who is 1-for-1. So you got Matey at first on the drop third strike. You got the runner at third, who is running for the catcher. And there's a softly hit ball to hit to the third baseman, Brindle, who makes the play to end the inning. So there were so many mistakes there, I kind of lost track. But anyway, the score is 9-2 after the top of 4. Leading off for Creekside here in the bottom of the fourth. Number 1 is catcher Seth Meisterhands. First pitch fouled off, counts 0-1. And there's a ground ball to shortstop, who makes the play for the first out of the inning.
Clearing the way for Creekside. The first baseman, number 6, Gavin Grant.
Now up to bat is the first baseman, number 6, Gavin Grant. And that pitch is popped up foul, the right side, and the first baseman overran it, so the count will be 0-1. And Grant takes that curveball off the shoulder and will go down to first base on a hit by pitch. Now coming to bat is the left
Clearing the way
fielder,
for left fielder,
number 16, Jake Moran. Moran is 0 for 0, and he got hit his first time at bat. And he fouls that one off. Counts 0-1. And there's a called strike in the outside corner. Count is 0-2. After a mound visit from Episcopal's coach, we're back at it. Counts 0-2, 1 out. Grant on at first with a hit by pitch. On deck is number 21, Andrew Kelly. And that pitch is outside for a ball. Count is 1-2. That pitch is high and tight for a ball. Counts 2-2. And that pitch is softly hit out from the pitcher's mound, who Moran beats the throw out for an infield single. So now Creekside has runners at first and second.
At the plate for Creekside, the center fielder, number 21, Andrew Kelly.
And now coming to bat is the center fielder, number 21, Andrew Kelly. And there's a called strike on the inside corner. Counts 0-1. And there's another pitch called on the outside corner for a strike. Counts 0-2 as the catcher goes down to try to pick off Grant at second, but unable to do so. And on deck is the right fielder, number 20, Alex Calabro. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Kelly goes down on strikes. It's the second out of the inning. Now coming to bat is the right fielder, number 21, Calabro. On deck is the shortstop, number 2, Romano. Calabro is 1 for 1 with an infield single his first time at bat. So we got runners at first and second, 2 outs. Episcopal leads 9-2. And there's a pick to second, which I'm not quite sure because the score is 9-2 with 2 outs. But Grant gets in there safely. Swing and a miss for strike 1 to Calabro. The next pitch, that's taken outside for a ball. Count is 1-1. And that pitch is fouled off for strike 2. Count is 1-2. And there's a curveball that misses outside. Counts now 2-2. And that hits the outside corner for a call, strike 3. So score after 4 is 9-2 Episcopal, and now coming to bat is, coming in to pitch is number 8, Caleb Meisterhands.
Number 8, Caleb Meisterhands.
Nine one two. Okay, so now on the mound for Creekside is number 8, Caleb Meisterhands. DJ Corey's at second. Ty Martineau is at short. And Cooper Hunt's behind the dish for the changes. First pitch was a ball. Count is 1-0. And there's a ground ball that takes a hop over the right first baseman and goes into right field for a single. So
Now the play for the Eagles. Their leadoff hitter and shortstop, number 8, Connor McGarity.
So now coming to bat is number 8, the shortstop McGarity, who's 2 for 3 for tonight. And that pitch is a ball outside that gets by Cooper Hunt and goes to the backstop for a wild pitch, and Haynes goes down to second. Counts 1-0. And that pitch is fouled off the right side, off the sidewalk for strike one. Counts 1-1. And there's a call striking the outside corner. Counts 1-2. And McGarity hits it out to left field. The runner comes around to score, so it's now 10-2 as McGarity is at first base. Now at the bat is third baseman Epley, who promptly hits it into right field for a single. Runner stops at second.
At the play for the Eagles, center fielder number 2, Clayton Hodges.
There's no outs. Given up 2 singles, scored 1 run, and the score is 10-2. And Episcopal has runners at first and second. And there's a curveball that misses outside for a ball. Count is 1-0. And that one hits the outside corner for a strike. The count is 1-1. There's a ground ball hit to the second baseman, who takes a hop and stays with it, throws the first for an out. So runners advance to second, third on the ground ball. And now coming to bat,
number 23, Liam O'Neill.
Number 23, Liam O'Neill. And the first pitch to O'Neill is a called strike. And there's a swing and a miss that gets by the catcher, and another run will score. And the score is now 11-2. What could go wrong has gone wrong. And there's a called strike 3 on the inside corner for the second out of the inning. So runners at third, 2 outs. Now coming to bat is the catcher, Perry, who is 0 for 2. The first pitch to Perry is a ball low, counts 1-0. And there's a ground ball hit to short. Martineau comes over, makes the play for the third out of the inning. So after the top of the fifth, the score is 11-2 Episcopal. Leading off for Creekside here in the bottom of the fifth is the second baseman, number 25, DJ Corey, or number 23. I don't know. 23. And he takes that first pitch for a called strike. Count is 0-1. And that pitch missed outside for a ball. Count is 1-1. There's a called strike on the outside corner. Counts 1-2. There's a curveball for strike 3.
With one down, brings up the shortstop, number 5, Ty Martineau.
So now at the bat is the shortstop, number 5, Ty Martineau. First pitch to Martineau is a ball outside, 1-0. On deck, number 10, BB. And that pitch is fouled out of play, counts 1-1. That pitch missed inside for a ball, count is 2-1. Count is now 2-2 on a called strike. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 3 for the second out of the inning.
The 2 down brings up the third baseman, number 10, Bryce Brindle.
Now up to bat is the third baseman, Brindle, and on deck is the DH, number 19, Carson McFarland. First pitch to BB was a swing and a miss for strike 1. And that pitch is in the dirt for a ball, counts 1-1. And there's a hard ground ball hit to the shortstop for the third out of the inning.
We just finished our softball game. This car is blocking us. Is there anybody?
I don't know. We can make an announcement. Sorry for that, folks. And Drew Herbst is on the mound, quickly 0-2 in the count. And there's a strike three, swing and a miss for the first out of the inning. Yeah.
With one down, brings up number 10, Ethan Worley.
You don't have anything up here, do you? No, you good.
I think we're back to Ian Moore on deck. Second baseman.
And our first pitches are called strike. Count is 0-1 to Worley. And that pitch misses for a ball. Count is 1-0. And that pitch hits him. So Worley will take first on the hit by pitch. And then coming to bat is
Starting the fight is number 3, Ian Moore.
Ian Moore, the second baseman, who is 1 for 2 for tonight. First pitch is low for a ball, counts 1-0. And there's a pitch hit to the 3-4 hole that will get through for a single for Moore. So now coming to bat is
On the plate, number 22, Alfonso Westbrook.
Alfonso Westbrook.
And then back to the top of the order.
Okay. Well, Alfonso what?
Westbrook.
Okay. First pitch is fouled off, counts 0-1. Second pitch is ball, counts 1-1. And that pitch is in the dirt for a ball, counts 2-1. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2, counts 2-2. There's a pop fly and overrun by the first baseman. Count remains 2-2. Counts 2-2, 1 out. Runners at first and second here in the top of 6. And there's a called strike on the outside corner for the second out of the inning.
The 2 down brings up the top of the order for the Eagles.
Now coming to bat is number 8, the shortstop McGarity, who is 3 for 4 tonight, coming up to bat. You good? There's a called strike on the outside corner. Count is 0-1.
That's what he does.
And he hits him. So that'll load the bases up. Ain't nothing wrong. Trying to get in the wheelhouse, man. It's going to happen. But you got to establish the inside part of the plate. So now coming to bat is number 24, Epley, who is 2 for 3 tonight. Bases loaded, 2 outs, top of 6, scores 11-2. And hits that ball to the first baseman, Grant, who takes it himself to end the inning. So the score remains 11-2 going into the bottom of the 6th. Now coming to bat for Creekside in the bottom of the 6th is number 17, Connor Gillum. On deck is number 25, Cooper Hunt. And takes the first pitch for a ball. Counts 1-0. Mm-hmm. And that pitch is taken for a ball. Count is 2-0. That pitch is taken for a called strike. Count is 2-1. And that pitch is taken for a ball. Counts 3-1. And that pitch is hit off the end of the bat to the second baseman, who picks it up and throws it to first for the first out.
Standing away for Creekside, the catcher, number 25.
Now coming to bat, number 25, Cooper Hunt. The catcher on deck, number 6, Gavin Grant. And Cooper takes a called strike for the first pitch. Counts 0-1. And pitches in the dirt for a ball, counts 1-1. And that pitch misses. Count is 2-1. And that pitch hits the inside corner for a called strike. Counts 2-2. And swing and a miss for strike 3 for the second out of the inning. Now coming to bat, the first baseman, number 6, Gavin Grant. On deck, number 16, Jake Moran. And Grant hits a first pitch to the first baseman, who flips it and beats the throw out at first. Now coming to bat, number 16, the left fielder, Jake Moran. On deck is going to be number 7, Ezra Shields. First pitch is fouled straight back. Count is 0-1. And Moran strikes out to end the inning for Creekside on 1 hit, no runs, scores 11-2. Leading off for Episcopal, the center fielder, number 2, Clayton Hodges. First pitch is a ball, counts 1-0. Second pitch is fouled off. Counts 1-1.
Liam O'Neill is on deck, number 23 for them. Liam O'Neill.
Yes.
Left, John.
And that was a nice play by BB down the line. Stopped the
Second to
ground
make
ball,
the
got up,
number
and made the
23,
throw across the
Liam
diamond to
O'Neill.
get the first out of the inning. Now coming to bat is the first baseman, Liam O'Neill, who is 0 for 1 with a strikeout his first time at bat. And he hits a chopper to foul. Counts 0-1. Second pitch is fouled off. Counts 0-2. On the mound for Creekside is Logan Dupree. And that was a ball. Counts 1-2. And that pitch is low for a ball. Counts 2-2. And that pitch is popped up to left. Moran underneath it for the second out of the inning. Now coming to
The two
bat
down brings up the catcher, number
is
18,
number
Perry.
18, the catcher, Perry. He's 0 for 3 for tonight. Excuse me. So Perry strikes out to end the inning. So we're going to the bottom of the seventh. Episcopal leading 11-2. Now up to bat for Creekside is number 7, Ezra Shields. First pitch is a ball outside, counts 1-0. On deck, number 20, Alex Calabro. And Shields hits a fly ball out to left, short. Left fielder comes in and makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Now off the bat, number 20, Alex Calabro. On deck, number 23, DJ Corey. And Calabro pops that one foul, counts 0-1. Pitch is a ball, miss outside, curveball, counts 1-1. For anybody who's interested, the next game for Creekside will be the first round of districts, which will be Tuesday at 4 o'clock at Fleming Island against First Coast. And that pitch was swinging and a miss, counts 1-2. And that pitch is in the dirt for a ball, counts 2-2. And that pitch is fouled off, counts 2-2. And there's a foul ball into the catcher's mitt for strike 3 for the second out. So out from the bat is number 23, DJ Corey. He struck out looking his first time at bat. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 1. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2. Counts 0-2. And DJ pops that one up in the infield. First baseman comes over. And that's the end of the game. Final score is 11-2. And we'll see you on Tuesday.
Have a great evening. Be safe.